Please stand by.
I just want to test my speed real quick before we go full into it. Crows, I sent you a love message.
I saw.
Don't worry about reading it now.
Oh, crows. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get that booty on the floor.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
Stream, I apologize. We're gonna get started here in a second. I am so very, very sorry. My internet went to crap, but hopefully it's better now. So I will be right back.
Did they score on you?
Oh, I so mad at that game right now. I should have scored a second goal, and some nub just rammed right into me instead of
Yeah, I
letting me
love
go.
it.
And it's like, and he's of course at the bottom of the scoreboard, and I joined halfway through the game, and I was already at the top of the scoreboard. And we had a chance to pull into the lead, and he rammed into me, so I didn't score. And then he did an own goal shortly after that. So I'm done with that game. I was gonna do something today, and I don't remember what it was. And I've done nothing but work. So
What country were you talking it with that you had a meeting at 9 o'clock?
Oh, no.
India.
This is not going to go well.
Are you eating?
I don't remember what my controls are.
Didn't you play like a couple of days ago?
Yeah. I just realized I don't have my controller plugged in.
Oh, that seems like a problem.
Go. And Coop. Oh. Uh-oh. My
I
bad.
missed that. I have a feeling he's good. And they both have Phoenix.
Both have what?
Phoenix?
Is that the type of car?
Yeah, it's special.
You're special.
I am special.
Your mom's special.
Nice.
Oop, too far. You got it.
Oh, I didn't make it. Oh, shit. Sorry.
What a
Fine.
jerk.
Chris, so I updated Crow's model again. What do you think?
Ah,
Change the
Update.
bow.
updating that bow was a pain in the freaking ass.
Did he ask you to give him that bow?
No,
Oh,
I just did it.
God, I really screwed up on that edge, didn't I?
Which edge?
The legs. Except I feel like I went and fixed that. And the hair. The hair's like all kinds of
Didn't get enough of it.
jaggies.
I wouldn't worry too much about the white in the
really,
hair.
really doubt that
I didn't
can
realize. I didn't
sort
see
of
that.
aerial right now.
That
Oh
white.
my god.
On the leg is.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be noticeable in game though.
No, not usually.
Well, now they're gonna notice it because you just told them all about it. Jeez.
No, it's not noticeable in game at all.
I think I'm live. Test 1, 2, 3. Testy, testy. I think it's working. It's working.
Is it me?
Lagged up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bad.
I think I'm good to go. I hate to ruin your game.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind being interrupted.
And if we do,
Lynx is all angsty.
Mhm.
This is my scene. Get over here.
What?
What? No shit. So there I was, right?
Mhm.
All right. So Felicity comes running in and says,
She says, "Guys, Prince Entimak, he came to talk to me, and he wants to see you guys. So come on."
Very well.
Okay.
Like again?
Elmar
Oh,
will
Belsar,
pick up
you're here
his
too.
research and notes and stuff that he has kind of out on like a little writing desk and hand the writing desk back to Sverf Nevlin. Thank you again.
and then
And,
like, they all nod and everything.
and I will follow Felicity inside.
There you see Prince Intimak. He actually comes slow walking over. Little elf wizard. Much stronger now.
I like his nickname's better than Felicity's.
I got kicked.
I just got kicked too.
Okay, good. It wasn't just me. Ba, bum,
Don't
ba,
know
da, da,
why.
bum.
Literally everyone just disappeared. I'll save the game and relaunch it just in case you guys need it be relaunched.
Yeah, now you're not coming up for me.
Eat a dick, internet.
Maybe Cox is having some kind of problem here. Well, you're not on Cox.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You have Sentry though?
Yep.
CenturyLink.
Yeah, but whatever.
Well, that annoying music aside. Yeah, he greets, he turns to Roroth and says, "Little dragon brother,
Entimak.
the earth respects you."
He salutes.
Turns to Kiri and, "Little fighter, little holy warrior, your spark shines brighter now."
What the hell is that?
It's thunderstorming here. Sorry.
Dude.
Wow.
Serious?
like,
is that
Entimak,
literally thunder?
Yeah.
That's loud
I
as
was like,
fuck, man.
I was like, when did Belisario get here? Jesus.
What about me? Am I chopped liver?
Yeah,
Yes.
kinda.
Right now?
You don't want to ask the question.
I mean, when it comes to lightning, you pretty much are chop liver compared to Belisario. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Is the game up?
It is.
I will take Felicity. Or,
Like,
excuse me, I will
for-
take
for good?
little flesh brother out to the
Pasture.
desert.
To farm.
Did
He
you
will be here. She will be
Wish
happy.
all of us to go?
No. Little one must meditate.
Yeah, meditate. You got it.
Not right word. To focus
uh,
and join with elements.
Xerak,
Yes.
be right back. Be right back.
Yeah, because I have to type in a password.
Oh,
Yeah.
here I thought you were like in game and ready to go.
No, I don't even
Like,
see the
fuck.
game coming up yet.
Oh man.
Shit's fucked.
Same.
Bingo. Ba 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 da da ba.
Commune.
Yes, this is word. Must commune with rock. Find power within. Let us go, little one.
She holds up her hand.
And he scoops you up in his.
Oh, hello.
And he melts into the ground.
Yay! I get to go earth gliding again.
Yeah, except for this time you spend the next 24 hours earth gliding. You literally sleep in his hand at one point.
Ooh, that's a weird feeling.
Because he carries you all the way from Blingdenstone through the earth to the deserts of Kalimshan.
Just Felicity?
Just Felicity. He just wanted to say hi as a way of saying thank you to you guys, and then said, now I take Felicity to desert.
I look over a little puzzled at Elmar and go, wait, were we not supposed to go with?
I believe this is something that Felicity has to do on her own. She needs to reconnect with nature.
And if she doesn't, how
That
will
is
we
me.
know?
I'm plan on waiting here for Prince Entomok to return.
Okay.
Go explore Ringland Zone. You got time.
I trust the elemental prince. I have a feeling that he has been around a long time and knows what he's doing.
I just don't do waiting very well.
Here, come. I have a problem. Come work on it.
Okay.
And I will distract Kiri for the next.
Yeah,
however long.
keep the children busy while.
So Entomok takes you to the desert and leaves you on top of a sand dune
Okay.
and says, good luck. And disappears. Well, like into the earth, but disappears. Is TTS back up?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have a rock that he gave you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
All right. So an adult took me out to a strange place and left me alone.
He asked you to help him find a kitten. Offered you some candy.
And then drove his white van away. Well, at least he drove away. All right. So yeah, I hunker down in the sand dune and I commune with nature.
Excellent. So how are you communing with nature? If that's what you're doing.
I feel the wind. I feel the heat of the desert. I listen to this the roar of the gentle breeze. Not the roar. I feel the gentle breeze. I feel the sand between my toes. I smell the dust and the dry air. I see the glare of the sun through my closed eyes as I think on the stone, as I'm looking down on the stone.
Okay. What do you do that night?
That night, I stay awake as long as I can, and I listen to the sounds of the creatures. Because at night the desert comes alive. I listen to all the little ants and the lizards and the crickets. And when it gets to the point where I have to fall asleep, I kind of dig in so that I'm kind of covered up, so my head's peeking out of the sand dune, and I sleep. And I just fall asleep listening to gentle sounds of the desert.
All right. When you wake up the next morning, you're hungry and thirsty. What do you do?
I'm very hungry and thirsty. I look around and I do what I remember having to do as a druid, and I kind of commune again to prepare as if I were preparing spells, and I try to summon a good berry.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay.
You feel no
And-
force of power at all behind your summons?
I look around. Is there any water or anything nearby?
Well, at this point, you're a little thirsty. As the sun is starting to crest the horizon, you do see what looks to be some water in the distance. Roll me a knowledge nature.
I have knowledge nature.
I should hope so.
Thing for a druid. Yes, I've been staring at the stone all day. Let's see. Where's my character sheet? Bear with me here.
Who's been staring at the stone all day? No prompting.
Knowledge nature. B7.
Actually, you didn't stare at the stone at all the first day and the night, because I asked you what you did and you never said it.
When I was staring at the light through the desert and I watched the sun glint off the stone.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
because it's a small hunk of rock. It doesn't glint.
Oh, well then.
I was very descriptive, very careful,
Okay.
and also very clear with what Entomog told you to do. But you spent a day
Yeah.
staring at the desert. I'm cool with it.
Let's see where. TTS 7.
So who sent Links the message? Which of you am I killing?
I'm not telling, unless you tell me to tell you.
I'm sure it was
It was
Lev.
not me.
I know it wasn't you.
It's 13.
Not me.
Gary.
Not me.
Not me.
13.
13.
Sure.
You manage to start heading into a direction. You realize that you're heading towards a mirage. You feel like you're actually somewhere pretty deep in the desert. You're not sure there's going to be water really close to here. It's
Okay, then I'll just once I realize it's a mirage, like no, I'll just go back and I'll sit there and commune with nature, and I'll stare at my stone and keep thinking about nature and the sounds and trying to connect with it and everything. And I will spend the day hunkered down, try to find a little bit of shade.
well, you're on sand dunes in sand dunes. So what are you doing to try to get shade for yourself? Are you
Dig underneath, dig down, so that my head's covered, and I've got my hood, so I'll pull my hood up.
so you're gonna bury yourself in sand?
Yeah, once you get down about a foot, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah, but you also can't breathe sand.
Well, my head's still sticking out.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose of
Yep,
digging
100%. It really does.
Then I just
The easy
as much-
answer is to say, I'm going to roll a survival check.
There you go. I rolled a survival check. That's what. Thank you.
You're
you
welcome.
helped me out.
You're welcome. I was just
I
waiting
kind of
for
want
you
to
to...
start like sending false information to links to see what happens.
Right.
Not a good roll. I'm having a hard time here.
What did you
that's
roll?
Gonna be a 14.
Why am I not seeing rolls? Ah, there we go. I wasn't loading. With the 14, you managed to kind
Not
of
die.
find an area with some scrub brush and try to work on, taking your cloak and some stuff to make yourself a little bit of a shade, wrapping your head up, trying to keep moisture in, all the appropriate things to do in the desert.
I do have on my character sheet a water skiing, so I sip very sparingly from my water skiing.
And yeah, what do you do for the
And
rest of the day?
I spend the day looking at the damn stone and thinking about it.
I like how it's the damn stone now.
The damn stone.
No,
I stare at the stone and I think about it. And I think about what Prince Ensamok told me.
so
And
2 days pass.
Okay.
Roll me a will save.
a
A wisdom saving throw. Excuse me.
wisdom saving throw. I like
Been through the desert on a
No, no.
gnome with no name.
that. A gnome with no name. I am
A gnome with no power, magic.
gnome with no power. 12.
All right, you're getting angry. Just frustrated. Like you've kind of heat stroked and run out of water now at this point to
Mhm.
kind of forget enough about the circumstances that's led you to where you are. And you're getting frustrated. There's been no
Doesn't
sign of
matter.
Entomok. Last night you ate a scorpion.
Ugh. I've eaten
spicy.
worse.
And yeah. Go ahead and take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Just from heat stroke. Your lips are dry and starting to crack. Your skin is burned in places that your pale deserty complexion, or your pale complexion, because you're not from the desert, remember?
No, that's right.
You're from the forest of Tethir.
Correct.
But you managed to keep surviving. Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Okay. All right, close some of these damn windows so I can actually see where things are. All right. Oh, 29.
You managed to get frustrated enough that you like kick the rock, and you get mad at it, and you punt it off a sand dune, and then you realize I need that fucking rock. And so you go running after it down a sand dune. You manage to not cause a sand fall to completely bury the rock so that you spend the rest of your day looking for it. And in fact, as you get to the bottom of the sand dune, you're pretty sure you see what looks to be a palm tree in the distance. And you pick up your rock and you manage to head that way. Takes you the rest of the day to get there. And by the time you get there, you're starting to think that you're fucked. You take another 10 points of damage.
Okay.
You're extremely dehydrated. You're literally exhausted right now. You have the exhausted state.
Okay.
You're moving slow by the end of the day. But you manage to get to where this palm tree is. And there's actually a palm tree, a series of rocks, and what appears to be, to your touch, the wettest ground ever. It's just slightly damper earth.
Mhm.
And with your survival check, you use the last of your energy to dig a hole into the earth until the water starts filling the hole about 6 feet down.
Okay.
This tiny gnome-sized hole, and you just drink this dirty, sandy, delicious water.
It's the best water I've had in a long time.
And yeah, and fucking. No, I'm getting funny messages about you, and it's amazing. I won't tell you who's voting for you or who's voting against you in this. But you managed to spend the night next to your new hole.
I've lived in a hole before.
Not in the hole. It's water in the hole.
I know, but I've lived in, like I said, I've lived in worse places, so this is fine.
And you have your one little palm tree with a couple of bushes and scrub around. There's nothing to eat. You're hungry. A scorpion here or there is not going to help fill you up. But none.
Any small critters or anything around?
No, you're too deep in the desert. The only thing every now and then you see is like a lizard or some beetles and stuff like that. But the second you start running up on them, they're buried themselves into the sand, and you can't find them as soon as you get there.
I can't talk them out of not running away.
How would you? You don't have any druid powers.
I'm a forest gnome. We naturally have the ability to speak to small creatures.
Small beasts.
Yeah. What do you think a lizard is?
That's a good point. Could be a beast. Yeah, but by the time you even get close enough to have a conversation, they're gone.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what do you do the next day?
The next day, I do what Prince Sensabac told me to do. I stare at the stone, and I sit in the shade of my palm tree, and I sip my water sparingly. I fill up the water skein so that the hole can keep filling up, and I stare at the stone.
Okay.
Commune with it.
The next day, what do you do?
Same. That's all I'm doing.
The next 6 days, what do you do?
Same thing.
All right, so Felicity, excuse me, has been gone for a 10-day. You've been hanging out in Intimok's cave.
So-
You're out of range of communication with Nepentha,
Lev
except
would,
for actually
I'm
casting a
sorry.
spell.
Aelmar would be able to keep Kiri distracted for like a couple hours at most before she starts to wonder if this is just busy work. And she would probably look for something to do.
Like, well, what Aelmar would probably go through with you is like actual tactics, like kind of going back to what we were doing before, as far as like
Like sparring.
less. Well, we could probably spar. Aelmar would probably spar with you to an extent.
Or drills. We could say drills.
Yeah, more going over what his spell, what his new spell complement is, and going over battle tactics, what we can do, what would we do in this kind of situation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What about
So
Belisarius?
as of the next day, then Kiri would be like, no Entomok and no Felicity.
Hold on a
Kiri,
second.
did you
So for the
honestly think-
hold on, pause.
Okay.
I want to know for day 1, what is Belisario doing?
Where we were in Blingdenstone?
Yeah. Well, you're outside Blingdenstone and Intimok Spoon, but near enough, yeah.
That's a
Christ,
great
bored
tavern.
out on my skull. Probably at the tavern, frankly.
So you leave with one of the Svirfnibelin to head into Blingdenstone. You're like, you guys can wait in a cave.
What about what's the Badger's Tavern? What's his name?
Oh no, that's way
that's
far.
gone
Well,
now.
that's technically in Sundabar now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Remember, literally
Yeah.
scooped up
He-
the whole
he moved
building.
it there.
But remember, there's
Yeah.
that cool tavern there that they threw you a party and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regina put on a
there
banging show.
probably- Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably there, drinking, and then after a couple of days, I'm wondering what's going on, and I'm scrying.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so day 2, so day
I'm
2.
probably watching the gnome parched with thirst in the desert.
laughing your ass off.
That's
In
amusing.
fact,
as all
Yeah.
fuck.
like yelling. It's almost like yelling at the TV, right? I'm like yelling at the gnome, like,
No, she kicked the stone! Oh, damn it, she fell!
Oh, come on! Just
He's
pick
like
it up.
like zooming the crystal ball in the water. Water zooms back over to the gnome. Gnome, water's over there. Gnome, water's over there. Worst druid
But
ever.
but I don't like want to interfere because like it's Entomok's like vision quest thing.
Right.
So so I haven't like messaged or sent anything to the gnomes. I'm just kind of like,
This is amazing. I love every minute of that.
Eventually, Belisario is just sitting there with his hand halfway in his pants, watching Gnome Vision, drinking, eating popcorn. Some Svirfnibelin walks by. You still watching that gnome show? Yeah.
I tap another patron on the shoulder, make him turn around. Watch this.
Yeah.
This stupid gnome's gonna kick the rock again. I can tell by the look on her face.
It's more like you have to piss. You hand you hand it over to the patron.
Tell me what happens.
Tell me what happens. I don't want to miss anything. You're like binge watching Felicity reality TV. All right.
Next time on Felicity in the Desert.
Aelmar and Kiri. What's your
Well,
day 2?
Well, I could get Roroth involved in the sparring too.
That's true.
Oh, he would be. He definitely would be.
Yeah. So I have something to test my strength against.
And Kiri, if you this may be a lengthy process. I do not know what it will take to get Felicity reattuned to her powers. If at any time you wish, I can take you back to Sundabar or to Kalam.
If you take me back to Sundabar, will you be able to pop back over right away in case they come back?
I have enough resources to get back and forth a couple times. Yes,
Okay. Wait, where is Belisario?
he went to the tavern
Oh,
like
of
yesterday.
Duh.
course.
Like yesterday.
Right. Okay, so he's in town. Okay. Yes, Sundabar sounds
You're
good.
lucky he hasn't returned to his ship.
At least that way I can get some things accomplished. Rorath, did you want to come with or stay here?
I will stay in the deep.
Okay. Yes, if you don't mind, Elmar, I'll just go ahead and pop back now. And
Very well. And I will take Kiri back to Sundabar.
Cool.
And Kiri's going to do Thunderbar things, and I'm also going to start working again on my gauntlet, on upgrading the gauntlet, enhancing the gauntlet, whatever.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys basically a week of downtime. For now, I just want you to log it and set it aside. When I say week, I mean a 10-day, if you're counting days, of course.
Yeah.
A Faerunian week. And Felicity, you're staring at the stupid rock. You've taken to muttering to. Actually, roll me a will save. Wisdom. Sorry. Come on, roll bad again. It was so funny the first time.
Oh, 31!
You don't go any more insane. You're not chittering to yourself. But just nothing's happening. And eventually a head kind of pokes out of a dune at you when you're walking by trying to find something to eat.
Mhm.
And this big sandstone head with kind of weird clear crystals on it, but you still know it's Entomok for some reason, obviously. Pokes its head out of the dune at you and goes, still here. Why take so long?
I don't know.
It is good to swim in the sands, but Entomok will leave soon and return to the pure realm. You find power in rock yet?
I don't. I've been staring at it forever and trying to connect with it and communing with it and singing to it and
Commune with power in rock.
yeah.
Ooh. Huh?
And I show him what I'm doing. I do it again.
Ugh.
Am I doing it?
No, commune with power in rock. In rock.
Like, do I break it open?
Yes, the power in rock. He's just staring at you. You think it's a confused elemental face?
Is it a geode?
Oh, god damn it.
Come on, know your
All right.
rocks.
All right, I find is there a rock nearby I can bang it on?
Yeah, you find a rock nearby.
All right.
He's watching you.
I look at it, and I'm gonna do this right because I want there. I'm going to, try to use knowledge nature, and try to hit it so that I can use it on a weak point, so that I can try to break it in half.
Okay.
So should I roll knowledge?
Roll a
nature
knowledge
for that?
nature.
Come on, roll good.
Well, then you're going to have to roll a strength check, so.
So 7 plus 7, 14.
Yeah, you think you know how to strike it, but you're still going to take a strength check. Hitting it with another rock versus hitting it with metal tools.
I do have some
intelligence?
tools, I think. Let me look at my Well, no, I'm a druid. No metal tools for this. I use another rock. Strength check. Good roll. So 13 plus my massive, gigantic strength of 10. 13.
You chip off a little chunk of little flake of stone. Intimok nods approvingly. You have idea now. One more day. That's all Intimok have. Then you find power, me take you to friend. You know find power, you walk home. And he disappears into the sand. Belisario, you just heard Intimok say, you know find power, you walk home.
I chortle a little bit and just keep watching in case the gnome needs a ride.
There's like 5 other Svirfniblin, including Yantha.
No,
all sitting there watching with you. The way someone walks over, hey, what are you guys doing? They're all like, shh, shh, finger in the face.
Shh, Entomok's talking. Be quiet.
Yeah. It's the finale. Shh.
It's episode 10.
Right. Season 8.
Right.
Oh no. What did he do?
So I keep chipping away at the rock.
All right. So you keep chipping away. You quickly realize it's actually not a geode.
Okay.
But there is something inside, and at first, the first thing you catch is it really does catch the sun of some multifaceted gemstone inside.
Ah.
And as you continue to work at it over the next day, it's somewhere around midnight. Your fingernails are torn, your hands are calloused, and calluses have ripped off, and blisters are bleeding. You've been chipping away at this thing. You've actually had to get another rock before. Whatever this rock Intimok gave you, it's hard as fuck. But one of the pieces that breaks off the rock, roll me a knowledge nature again. Big money, no whammies.
Good roll. That's going to be 16 plus 7 would be 16, 26.
You have this
20.
flashback to learning about stones and about nature and about the earth. And you realize that the type of rock you're chipping into is the type of stone that comes from around diamond deposits. And as you keep chipping away at this rock, you eventually reveal a yellow diamond, probably worth 5,000 gold pieces. And it's a beautiful, deep yellow diamond. And you've got probably 4 hours until sunrise. Also, an interesting thing you note about it, that even though it is a rough diamond, it still seems to be faceted and shining.
That's not normal.
Not like fully faceted, not like cut like a fully...
Okay.
Whatever, but it is a very... What I'm trying to say is it's a very high-grade diamond with no occlusions in it.
Gotcha. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got the diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Now I commune with the diamond inside.
And as you...
No sleep.
As you begin to commune with the diamond, you feel something within you respond to it. And somehow you're exhausted. You couldn't cast a spell if you want to, but it's almost instantaneous. Like flipping a switch. You start feeling a little bit of energy come back to you.
And nap time.
And you fall asleep. And when you wake up, you feel stone shifting around you as you're once again cupped in the hands of Entomok. And his grumbling voice seems to radiate to you as he's carrying you through the underground. Says, little flesh won't do well. 1 week, not much time. Learn. You were burned bad. You should probably have friend heal. And And yeah. So Belisario, you, unlike everyone else, know that Felicity's on her way back.
How
Do
long
I
have I been
know?
gone now? Have I been gone 10 days?
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Belisario.
I was gonna say, do I know roughly where my brain just stalled? Do I know
Where
roughly where she is? Should I go
she
pick her up? Give her
well,
a
I mean,
ride?
she's being, you know that she's being carried by Lord Prince Entomok through the earth itself back towards the boon from Calimport.
Oh,
It's
okay.
probably
So
going to take, for some reason, it seemed to take about 24 hours on the one trip because you found her in the desert the next day. So you assume maybe she should be back within the next day?
okay. So then I need to probably start heading back.
Yeah, it'll take you a couple hours to get back to the boon. Max. So
And yeah, and I'll have time to let the rest of the party know that they're on their way back.
yeah.
Okay.
So you get back to the boon and there's Aelmar and you say they're on their way back.
They're on their way
Do it
back.
in character, you know. Sorry.
I have a child in my lap, so
Got you.
they're on their way back.
Oh.
Great idea.
Very well. I suppose I shall. Do you know how long it'll be? I go get Kiri now, but Kiri can get kind of grumpy waiting.
Maybe another day. So if it's just
I'll
knock Kiri
I'll
out,
get Kiri tomorrow.
but just put Kiri in a magical coma for the next day or so. She won't
Carrie
notice.
would not relent to that. And Carrie has great saves. So
I'll just get Kiri tomorrow.
so we'll just go ahead and say you go pick up Kiri the next day. A couple hours later, Felicity pops out of the earth. Prince Entomok rises out of the earth, sets you down on the ground. Only part way there. Little wizard.
Yes.
3 more she will need. 3 princes to be restored. But this first step,
I see.
this Felicity, he says your name really grumbly.
Ooh, he said my name.
Handstone. And he holds his hand out.
I hand him the stone.
And he wraps his hand around it. And he doesn't like crush it or anything, but when he opens his hand, it is a polished and shining gemstone. Set stone in peace. He sits there and looks at Aelmar and looks at Felicity, and looks at the both of you, and suddenly you get an image in your head. And it's of a torque-like necklace. But it's very specific and detailed drawing. You know the cut and shape of each gem that's supposed to sit in it. And as well as what the gemstone itself will look like. You have
I can do that.
my boon. 3 more boon. From fire, water, and you little druid. balance all for this. This makes earth, not stone, rock, but prime. Yes,
Yes.
prime is all element. Good luck. And he sinks back into the stone instantly, like almost like he melts into it and is gone.
Shoop.
Elmar walks over to his book, turns a couple pages, and starts writing down research fire, research water, research air, and
Next
starts
project.
putting little bullets there. and then he actually will start drawing up plans and designs and stuff for what he saw.
So Yantha follows Belisario back and is hanging out, and she walks up to you. She goes, you feel more whole now. Can you cast?
I haven't tried yet, but I can try now. And she'll try the first spell that she remembers ever casting, which was Goodberry.
All right.
And
I believe you need a berry for that, right?
or a focus.
Well, fair enough.
I need you to roll a d20. Goodberry's a cantrip, right?
No.
No, it's level 1.
Level 1. I don't think that's the first spell you ever cast in, but go ahead.
Oh, that's true.
But roll a d20. I forgot. What did we say this check was going to be based on? Oh, and
19.
you create good berries.
Bloop. And they're actually berries, not mushrooms. Very important distinction. And she holds them out to Yanta.
She pops one in her mouth and says, well, you did it. I'm proud of you.
And she's like, I really want some. And she pops like 3 in her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're starving right now.
Nom, 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 nom. Just eats the rest of them.
Yeah. Well,
Felicity, isn't that 19 days worth of food?
I haven't eaten in like.
Yeah, by the way,
11
she's
days.
like lobster
I'm
red,
sick.
skin cracked, everything. In fact,
Yeah.
Yantha probably comes up and casts cure. You can outcast her, so she casts like cure moderate wounds on you or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't eaten in like 12 days. Nom, nom, nom.
Although you probably don't need as much because good berries heal you, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
One
eat point
per.
each.
Yeah.
And I have 10 of them, so now I have 9 hit points that I heal.
The juice is like staining your lips, but it feels so good because it's like you've been drinking water, so your moisture's been a lot better. But
yeah, well, a good berry will sustain you both food and water for a day. But
so Kiri's there,
still have-
Roroth's there, Belisario's there. You have a gemstone, a yellow diamond.
Yes, I have written it down. So, what's next?
Well, if it sounds like, well, it looks like you have access to at least something, yes?
Yes.
Well, going and visiting these elemental princes is something that we will have to do. However, that will take research. I will start researching where we. You may want to do so as well.
I will do so.
Well,
All right.
With that, is there anything else you wish to do here, or shall I take us back to Kalimport?
I think that's all we need to do here. I will actually talk with Yenta for a little bit, if you don't mind, and then we can go home.
Very well.
Yantha
I will
will speak with you.
I will need to work with you a little bit on what will be required for the
The torque?
the item. Yes, the torque. We will discuss.
Okay. Thank you. And then she'll go off with Yenta and talk a little bit.
Okay.
And
Yantha will talk to you.
Yenta, sorry. I always think of Yenta. You're like, oh, it's
Yentel.
such a shamoil.
No, it's Yantha.
Yenta.
Hey,
And
up with all the.
so basically, with all the stuff that's been going on, I'm pretty sure the Emerald Enclave's not going to want to talk to me anymore.
I mean, the Emerald Enclave isn't all-knowing.
If I would like to talk more, maybe in the future, about the Stonehearts.
Why?
Do I need to join
Yeah.
the Stonehearts?
The Yantha looks at you and goes, "Why?
I don't know.
You're not Svirfniblin."
Oh, okay.
She looks at you and she says, "Based on the story you've told me, Felicity, you keep trying to find people to tell you who you are, whether it's Saloon or Shar or the Sunseekers, the Emerald Enclave, or the Stoneheart Enclave. I think you need to focus on being Felicity for a while."
Right. Well, I think he was a friend, so.
Well, we will always be friends, and you'll always be welcome to do rituals and anything that you want to do with us, especially as powerful a blessing as you have from Lord Intimok. But I don't think you're supposed to be one of us.
Okay. Then thank you. And she gives her a big hug and then runs off.
Yeah.
Okay, we can go home now.
Perhaps, Felicity, spend less time trying to find somewhere that you think you need to be and just follow your own path. Don't allow.
This is like High School Musical. You don't need to be a preppy.
I could just be myself.
Sorry, I'm ruining roleplay, and that's what I meant.
You sought power from external beings. It sounds like you're on the path to. I guess you're on the path to recover or just relearn who you are. While external groups can be beneficial, you have a family. You don't need another.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to have teachers, though.
Very true. However, from what I've seen of what Felicity can do, she doesn't necessarily need teachers.
Yeah.
Well, this is an entirely new way of casting magic, isn't it? For Felicity, at least.
For Felicity, yes.
I don't know. Felicity, it really feels like almost like a dumbed down version. Like there's just extra steps that are taken away now. Functionally, mechanics wise, the magic's the same, but you don't have to pepper in all the shard this and weave that. And
I just do
rituals on this night at this specific time. It's just you just
you just do.
I like it. All right, let's go home.
Well, home is relative. We're going to Kalimport. We need to get a couple of things for the torque. I'm going to send you shopping.
Shopping! I need to get a new outfit. something with a blue hood, maybe a nice little cloak, pouches.
Very well. Okay.
So y'all
So
head back
Elmar
to
will-
Callum?
Elmar will teleport us back to Calimport.
Hooray! And I did it
Eh.
all myself, and it was really easy, and no one saw me do anything stupid.
So you get to Calimport, and where do you head back to the inn? Are you going back to the house? Are you going shopping right away?
I will write a list of stuff that Felicity needs to go get.
You're
And
literally
send
in
Felicity
Wizard
shopping.
Ward,
Yes.
and this is probably the best place to get high quality materials for enchantment level items.
Very well. Felicity, come with me. We're gonna go
Yes.
shopping.
And I followed.
Kiri, Belisario, you're welcome to join if you wish.
Oh, I already did my shopping yesterday. I think
A week and a half ago.
You mean a week ago?
quite some time ago. I'm going to go check in on Penn,
Perfect. Thank you.
and I'm gonna head towards Felicity's mother's house.
All right. When you get to where's Belisario going? Child on lap still. All right, I'm not gonna lean on him too much until he's ready. So you get to Felicity's
about
mom's.
Laura?
Oh yeah, that's right. Crows. I keep forgetting because he's muted, and I assume he's
yeah.
playing Rocket League. What's Roroth
No, I'm
doing?
not playing Rocket League. I'm following the group.
Which group?
Which group?
The group, that one group.
Just follow the shopping group, or you
Uh-huh.
want to check in with Mama?
He's not paying attention.
No, I'm following. I don't know.
Just say the
Kiri,
name of one of the
Kiri or
characters in
Bella?
the game.
Kiri, I'm following Kiri.
All right, so
Following the
you go with Kiri back to Felicity's mom's house, where you walk in the front door and you smell delicious baking,
Yummy.
and you're not there, yeah. And Nepentha is inside with an apron on.
Oh dear God.
Her face is stony, like no emotion on it, as she's kneading dough. Everything is like expertly laid out. Guess what? I woke up with what skill this morning? And as you walk in the door, she immediately turns around and walks towards you with this flat expression on her face, and she pops like a micro cupcake in your mouth, each of you. And it's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I have one of those now? I want
Yeah,
cupcake.
right? And IRL, please. She hands it to you and she stares at you, waiting.
Oh,
What?
that's very good.
Guys, you better say something, guys, or she might stab one of us.
No,
It's
I
very
won't.
good.
I'm glad you enjoy it. She goes back over and starts making more stuff.
I've been baking for a week.
Pen,
Yes.
you have to work on your expression.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm so delighted that you enjoy them. She
Little
flicks
over
her.
the top.
She
Are
flicks
you-
her head and she walks back over. I'm preparing us dinner tonight.
You've been in this house too long, haven't you?
Please, for the love of God, I need to stab something.
I take it there has been nothing to stab then? I mean, really
Well,
that's a good thing, right?
actually, there was someone that tried to break in. I assume a servant of Shar. It was some paid assassin from the city, but a fucking Jim Jar got to kill it. Angry. She starts chopping stuff. She's like promptly just thereby ignores you. Felicity's mom comes walking in. Oh, it smells delicious, dear. She like feels over and grabs one and eats it. Oh my God, they're so delicious. She's like all praise and happy. These are wonderful. Oh, we have guests. Roroth, I can tell you by your musk. Felicity told me about the musk.
Oh, boy.
Kiri, I heard your voice. How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing well, ma'am. Good to see you doing well.
I'm doing well too. I guess I will, Nepentha. You've been very persuasive, and I just keep thinking I get to be near my Felicity and sweet Kiri, who's so kind and strong. And plus with there being new orphans to take care of, I agree. I think I will go to Sundabar.
Oh, are you going to become the headmistress of Felicity's new orphanage there?
Well, I mean, Nepentha's been asking. She said that my little Felicity, or not Felicity, Nepentha's been asking. She said my little Felicity was wanting me to enjoy my retirement and afraid to ask, but since she spends her time adventuring and going on such grand quests with you, she's worried that she doesn't have the devotion to spend. And I do love my home, but it is very warm, and well, I'm afraid of the cold winters. She said you live above a volcano. I can't imagine how wonderful that is. A volcano sounds exciting. I've always been afraid of moving to the north because of the chill. And then for a moment, like, her hair is literally fire. I don't do so well in the cold. She's a fire genocide.
Right, I remember.
Yeah. But Felicity tells me what lovely places you have there. So I think I will, if you don't think she would mind, and if you wouldn't mind, I don't want to be underfoot. She
We
acts
would
like
be
you're
honored.
running like a single building and not a giant city.
We would be honored to have you, and I'm sure that whenever you are ready to part, Aelmar can handle the transportation.
No, well, we will have to talk to him. We're preparing a dinner.
Aelmar and Felicity are shopping. I am sure they will be along shortly.
Wonderful,
If-
wonderful.
You know how Felicity is when she's shopping.
By the way, the reason she's preparing a dinner is I'm assuming Aelmar told his sister that he was coming back, so.
Yeah.
So you guys finish your shopping pretty easy. You find the materials and the components you need. You know, it's interesting that it has to be an adamantite torque, but you know, it's Kalimport. You find what you need.
Yep.
So
I will be like, okay, we need this. We need these inks. We need.
You know, this
I
kind
don't
of
need that.
this kind of acid to etch into the this to make the runes, and yeah, it's like all kinds of weird stuff. But I mean, all told, you probably spend about 2,500 gold.
And I will pay it.
Yeah, you will.
That's good because I don't have it.
Yeah, Aelmar's has already gone broke on his own quests and magic items.
Yep.
You said 2,500?
Yeah. And that's just raw material cost for that part of it.
Right.
But you feel pretty confident that you can get it put together and enchanted, if you know, at least with the initial enchantments and the setting of the first gem.
Fortunately, the most expensive part is the gem. So
yeah,
there's
Right.
that.
that was free. So
Yeah.
I mean, this thing at the end of it will have 20,000 gold and just gems on it,
Yowza.
plus 2,500 for the thing, and then you add just the workmanship and craftsmanship costs on top of that.
Yep.
Yowza.
Well, perfect. So you get back home, you have a lovely dinner. You do find out that your mom's decided to move to Sundabar, and Pen winks at you when your mom brings it up.
Penny is getting a big hug for that.
Penny will whisper to you later on that night when you're private and no one else can hear this because fucking Pen would know. But she whispers to you, I won't say I felt bad because I didn't, and I'd still do it if you asked me to. But I know situationally it's a touchy subject for me to offer to kill your mom for you. I thought that this might in some way make up for it.
Yeah.
And then she turns around and walks inside without even hearing anything.
He's cool.
That's Pin's closest to like. I don't.
Sorry, I offered to kill your mom.
Yeah, but she's not sorry. That's the sad part. That's like the
Right.
weird part because she's a sociopath. But anyway. So yeah, dinner is delicious and lovely. Everyone enjoys a grand feast. The rooms are, at this point are gone because it's been a week and a half.
Right.
But there is room for you to stay here, and your mom insists on it. I mean, this was an orphanage. It was made to house 20, 30 people. So
Yeah.
so she does offer to put y'all up.
Wait, where's Rin staying?
Rin has never not been with Elmar.
Oh boy.
Never not been with Elmar?
Yes,
So you're saying Rin came along with us to...
100%. Elmar didn't leave Rin in an inn by herself.
No, I'm
And
not leaving her by herself.
And he didn't say he was leaving her with Nepenthe. And
Just
so an
making sure.
undead will follow. The undead will follow orders that they're given. Never
Enough
mind.
said.
Yeah.
I mean, technically she will too.
Yeah, but she's way more likely to try to weasel it. So, And,
Yes.
and yeah.
Anyway,
Besides, I'm trying to keep her life entertaining.
Mhm.
How did you manage that for a week in Blingdenstone?
I didn't say I was still stayed in Blink. No, I can teleport.
wink.
She's probably having fun trying to, bang a Spherfniblin and add that to her. Never mind. Anyway.
I've got a list. She's got a list.
If nothing else, that's what a sleep spell's good for. Just keep her asleep. She won't get bored that way.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, the next day comes, everyone has breakfast. What's the plan?
So I have some research ahead of me. However, Felicity, do you feel confident in what you can do yet? Have you tested what you can do yet?
Not sure. Let's try something a little harder.
Do you want to do it here in the city, or do you wish to venture out?
Probably do it out in the desert where it's a little more closer to nature.
Very well. So Elmar will take you out into the desert so you can get a feel of what you can and cannot do.
Yes. So we'll go out there and we'll practice magic.
All right, what are you doing?
First thing I'm going to do is I'll take the gem and I'll look at the gem and I'll just kind of do the whole, I love my gem. I remember it. I've touched the earth.
Felicity, you do not need to lick the gem.
But it tastes good.
It does taste good. It tastes like a gem. Let's see.
No, Jim after he showered or Jim before he showered? Because
let's try just a cantrip first. We'll go a little simple.
okay.
I'm going to use Druidcraft to make a little dust devil appear.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
Boop. 8.
It works.
Dust devil appears, and then now I'm going to try that like 2 or 3 times in a row to see if there's any kind of like hesitancy or like if I have to keep trying. Basically looking for failure attempts.
I mean, you've not failed at all.
Okay.
It like I said, it's different, and you're starting to learn what those differences are. But so
Okay.
far, you've been successful.
Okay. And then We'll try again with the good berries, just because that's always a good spell to try. That's a level 1 spell.
Yeah, I know.
Do I have to roll for that?
Yep. Starting to see a theme here.
Yep. That's an 8.
You cast Goodberry.
Okay. Now we're going to try something a little tougher. Let's try. We already know about a spell. Let's try a wild shape. See if I can wild shape into a hyena. Do I have to roll?
Yep.
Hey, why did you roll? Wow, I love the 8s apparently. That's the third 8 in a row I rolled. So I rolled an 8.
What's a CR?
The basic hyena is 0.
What? Is this? No.
Yeah,
What?
basic hyena is just a CR0.
There is no
I don't think there's such a
CR0.
thing as CR0.
Yeah,
The
there is.
basic hyena is talking out my ass. The lowest
think
CR in the
1/8
game
is,
is 1/8. Yeah.
1/8.
Yeah.
1/8.
Oh, then it's a 1/8.
You know what?
Why
He's
is it
right.
listed as a 0?
It's a 0.
Okay, I thought so.
What the fuck?
It really is the CR0.
Fair enough.
Weird.
So
I didn't
weird.
think 0 was a thing.
I didn't either. It's worth flat 10 XP. That's stupid. You're gonna give me fractions and then have a CR0? Why not a CR -1? You actually lose XP when you fight it. It's like a baby or a small child. I feel like I'm less of a person now for doing this. Yes, you successfully managed to turn into a hyena.
Okay. Boop. And then let's try turning into a. What's a level 1?
Do I make you roll to become a gnome again?
No, I just have to dismiss a wild shape.
No, it'd be really funny to make you roll though and have you be stuck.
That would be funny.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Come on, roll a 1.
4, at least. That's different.
You're stuck.
All right. I look at.
I can't do that
Elmar.
because his CR is so much higher. That's too mean. No, you can turn back. I'm not gonna make you roll.
I mean, to be fair, like, even if he was stuck, it would just be like kick the hyena a couple times and suddenly it's Felicity again.
Yeah, let me just slit the hyena's throat.
It's like
that's like saying you need a blacksmith, and so you backstab Nepenthe.
Right.
Choose blacksmithing.
And then let's try wild shaping into a CR1 creature. So we'll do like a lion.
Okay.
Where's the roll? Damn, I can't roll for shit tonight. 6.
You're fine.
Okay. All right. And do I have to roll to turn back out of a lion?
No, I'm not doing that.
So far, everything seems to be working. Do I feel like a hesitancy or anything, or does it feel like I'm having to struggle each time, or?
I've already answered that question.
But okay, then I guess out of game, am I going to have to?
You're wanting to meta? No, what? Someone just did something to the board. Please don't. Yeah. Don't worry about metaing it. Yes, you're gonna have to roll each time you cast a spell.
Okay.
But don't be too meta with it.
Okay. And then
You've tested it. Your magic and everything ability you've done so far has worked, and like I explained in the role playing, it feels different.
Okay. So
You're
everything
you're
feels-
picking at it, but you're picking at it as a player, not as a character, and that's the only reason I sound a little frustrated. So
No, okay. I'm
I mean,
sorry. I just don't know where I'm supposed to go with it anymore. Then, so I kind of let Elmar know what's going on and ask if he has any thoughts.
No, it sounds like from what you're saying that they're still it's still different.
Mhm.
You'll probably take some time to get used to. We will definitely need to plan and research where these elemental lords are. If we make a trip to the fugue, do you believe that you are comfortable, or would you be comfortable with that?
I feel more comfortable than I did before, but I would hate to fail in a crucial moment. You know what I mean?
That's why you have companions.
Right. So, yeah. If you're okay with knowing that, I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
Very well. So Elmar will walk back into town from the desert with Felicity, and head back to the orphanage.
all right.
Well, it seems that things are well.
It was different, but things are working.
Kiri, have you ever heard of where any of the other elemental lords may dwell?
The elemental planes are not something that I'm familiar with. No.
Very well. Felicity, when we get back to Sundabar, I believe I'm going to need your help with some research. But
Maybe Viddy can help us.
who?
From Avondale, my friend that I met in there. The Burballs.
Perhaps.
She said that she could I could visit her anytime I wanted to.
Perhaps, but the Furbolgs are fey creatures. Their power sources the same yet different.
I can see that.
I believe this is something that you are going to need to spearhead a little bit more on your own. I will help, but I believe we need to research where we can find, or where there are temples to the elemental lords, similar to Entomox. We need to find where the elemental lords would reside.
Well,
Outside of tracking them down on their home plane, which could be very, very dangerous.
druidic circles would be a good resource, right? Don't they deal with such things?
Potentially, depending on what their druidic focus is. From my understanding, and Felicity, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the focus of the druids of Blingdenstone is different from those of even many in the Emerald Enclave. Yes.
Oh yes, big time. Apples and kumquats.
Right.
Rora, did your people? You had shamans in your tribe, didn't you? Did they deal with the elements, or was it more the spirits of nature?
We would deal with both. However, our communing with the elements wasn't as impressive as we've seen here recently.
So
I
you
am pretty
don't
impressed.
think they would have any knowledge of
Hmm.
the elemental lords?
There is also very few of my shaman people left. Me being one of the final.
I'm sorry.
Needless to say, we will need to take some time to find where these elemental lords are. In the meantime, are you all willing to help me with what I need?
Yes.
Thank you, Felicity.
Don't everybody speak up at once.
I've already said I am ready.
Very well.
I just want to make sure that, you know,
Well,
we are fully capable before we embark on this endeavor.
as I said, from what I saw of Felicity's capability, under no stress, it seems that her powers have returned. It'll be very difficult to know for certain until we get into a situation where they're truly.
Is there any special preparation we should do?
Yes, we need food, we need water, maybe
I don't think
horses.
it's special. Yeah, I'm sure we can get all that, Sundabar.
And hopefully I can have backup food and water just
Well,
in case.
The path is from Callum. Where we're going is in the desert.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So again, food, water, and hopefully Felicity, you can help with that.
Let me think about it. Yeah, I think I can.
It's waiting for the laughing of Belisario to commence.
Mhm. Oh, Captain,
Sorry,
my
I was
Captain.
distracted. What did I miss?
Rocket League is a fun game. Just kidding.
I'm not playing Rocket League.
That's my go-to joke. Sorry.
Now, I said that we are going into the desert, so food and water is going to be something that we're going to need. And I said Felicity it should be able to assist with that as well.
Brother, did you say we're taking
Oh.
horses?
What
Are we
was that?
taking horses?
I do not know. Can horses?
Wait. Why wouldn't we take a flying ship?
That was my thought too. I thought we
Oh.
were talking about packing stuff. Do we not have a flying ship?
That is very true.
Especially if you said there's a chance we might have to fight ship to ship.
Very true. Captain, would you be willing to embark on a journey to the middle of the desert?
Sure.
Very well. I will hand you a map.
Okay.
These are the landmarks, and these are this is the general heading that we need to go.
All right. Okay. Do we need time to provision supplies?
No. Got everything loaded in the ship already.
That, and I can, cast a spell to create food and water.
Yep. And so can Felicity, so.
Yep. All right then. Then perhaps we should just get on with it.
Let's do it.
Very well. So before we actually head out, I will take a couple of hours to let Felicity's mom know I can transport her at any time to Sundabar.
Okay.
I didn't know how much time she needed, but I could also do it in when we get back as well.
Are we gonna leave her alone?
might not be a good idea.
Very well. Let us help Lyra get ready to be transported.
So y'all spend that day packing up her entire life in her. You basically are helping someone move at the last minute. But thanks to magic, undead servants, and unseen servants and the like, you managed...
I know a friend that has a truck, so, you know.
Fair enough. You managed to get things packed up and loaded and ready to transport.
Okay.
And, yep. 24 hours later, you've got her in Sundabar. Currently staying at the inn, the Bottle and Blade.
Okay. I will actually have... I'll redirect the Ilfaran tier to keep her under somewhat of a watch.
Okay.
And leave Jim Jar with them, basically under the command of Commander Kara. Commander Edenwood.
Perfect.
Hooray! Thank you. Bye, Mom. Be back soon.
Good luck. Have fun. Bring me back presents.
I'm gonna go
from the plane
check
of the
in
dead. Sure.
with Elegon while we're here, and explain to him what we're embarking on, and see if he wishes to accompany me to the fugue plane.
I mean, he kind of looks at you askance and goes, I want to go everywhere with you. I'm your mount. We're buddies. I hate getting left behind.
Yes, I'm very sorry about last time. I just didn't know how you would feel about going to limbo.
Never.
Okay.
It's adventure.
All right. Shall we? I think we're recalling back to the ship or something. Let's go rejoin the others.
Perfect. Horse comes trotting up.
All right. And once everyone is ready, I will take us back to Kalimport.
All right, perfect.
Back to the ship.
So y'all port again into Kalimport, ride over from Wizard Ward to the ship, board the ship, and I'm assuming set sail. Are you sailing out of the harbor a ways and then flying out over the desert, or just gotta take off and go?
Just fly over the city. No, probably not.
I don't know. Are any of the wizards from Wizard Ward watching?
Yeah, right. Well, they would be really quick. Just waiting for Pelsaria to chime in. Tell me what's going on.
With respect to what we're getting on the ship we're going, right?
The question was, are you sailing out into the harbor and like getting far away out of sight before you fly up, or are you just jetting across the city?
We're moving out on the water. I'm very sneaky about the capabilities of my ship, so
It's fair enough. All right, so you sail out and sail away. Come sail away with me, and then yeah, you get to a point where you fly over the desert, and you follow this chart that's been given you. I need a survival check. Survival is the closest thing to a navigation that I can think of. Survival is navigating. So it can be from whoever wants to roll the survival check.
I believe there's actual like navigation tools.
I have navigation tools.
Yeah.
That would give you advantage.
Good.
That's what having the proper tool for a task does.
What?
I don't
No.
think it's a
I think you give
survival.
this proficiency.
Yeah, the tools give proficiency.
Or proficiency, never mind.
Proficiency
You're right.
bonus.
You're right.
But I didn't think it was a survival check.
No, it's a tool proficiency check. It's
Interesting.
a navigation check.
It would still use some sort of ability, wouldn't it?
Probably with
Isn't it tied to
if he
the
wants it to be survival, it'd be wisdom plus the tool plus proficiency.
So it's wisdom plus the proficiency. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not a survival check. It's
Correct.
a wisdom check.
It is
Okay.
a navigation tools proficiency.
This is not a problem. Assuming I can move to my dice pad sooner than later. Yeah, lovely. What is my proficiency bonus? 5?
5.
So that's a 14.
Okay, go ahead and roll again. And
That is a 28.
go ahead and roll again.
That is a 22. 22.
Go ahead and roll again.
$14.
Go ahead and roll again.
18.
Go ahead and roll again.
Really? 13.
Go ahead and roll again.
18.
Go ahead and roll again. Oh shit! Go ahead and roll
12.
again.
Why do the numbers keep getting lower?
Right?
There we go.
Ugh.
28.
You had 10 checks to get 5 successes. You did 5 successes, 4 failures. That was how
Nice.
fucking close it was.
Scary.
It takes you the better part of a 10-day, like 9 days. But you do manage to find the locale mentioned that from the map based off of Aelmar's research and extrapolations using current landmarks. You managed to finally find it because there is the top of an obelisk just barely sticking out of the sand. But you realize that you have found the location that you've searched for. Deep in the desert. Now, you know, Aelmar, that there's supposed to be some form of structure here, which you believe you're at the very top of, so it is probably hidden beneath quite a bit of sand. And you will need to do some earth movement of some nature to clear it away.
Very well.
Either wind or earth magic, all these things could
Let's
help.
go ahead and take a look to see what we can see at the base, to see how much movement is going to be required.
So
Xerak, just a quick question.
Yeah.
If I spent the last 10 days working on the thing,
yeah.
how long do I need to actually spend working on it?
On which thing? Sorry, remind me.
The thing for Felicity.
Oh, you're done. You're probably done. The last 9 days, you're probably finished, because I imagine
Okay.
Pen would be helping you and stuff like that. So
Felicity would probably also.
Yeah, I'd be
I
helping
would
too.
make sure Felicity's helping as
yeah.
well.
I would. No, I'm in my hammock, just chilling.
So between the three of y'all, you managed to get it done in 9 days.
So Felicity, you have a new pork.
Ooh, yay!
It is a amulet. Next slot, basically.
Gotcha.
Next lot item.
However, when you put it on, I guess it wouldn't work at the moment. Never mind. That's weird. All right. So yeah, so once we get to the area, Elmar will see if there's a way to get down to the base of the obelisk.
So basically, I mean, just the tip of it sticking out of the stand. So you're either shoveling or using magic.
before you start using magic of any kind, I'm gonna kind of look around the area to get an idea of like what it could possibly be. More because I don't know if I have the spells required today. Maybe
Seems
tomorrow.
seems like some kind of shrine. So
Okay.
it's probably buried 50 feet below from what you've seen of similar obelisks.
Does anyone have anything prepared today that can move massive amounts of sand and dirt?
Let's see.
I mean,
Pen grabs a shovel, shrugs.
That, while I appreciate your enthusiasm, that is not going to be necessary.
She hands the shovel to Baron. Gestures.
I could conjure
Baron
a bunch
shrugs
of
and goes and starts digging.
Right.
I could conjure some animals, but that's about it today. I would have to prepare.
I could do gust of wind for like sand, but I don't know how effective that's really going to be.
Yeah.
Need to like summon something that can burrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would need tomorrow. Actually, do I have? No. Probably wouldn't hit that map. That was for a very specific purpose. Yeah, I'd have to do it tomorrow.
Same.
So you spend the night aboard the ship above the desert, which is fine because you've already spent 9 of them that way. And the next day dawns.
All right, and Almar will use Conjure Elemental to conjure an Earth Elemental to start moving some Earth.
Nice. Pen will hop down and do what she can to dig and help. Now,
And Almar will have.
Are you trying to
Rockier
dig
and
down,
also.
or are you going to like the base of a dude and trying to dig in like a tunnel?
Actually, I would like to try something that could help figure out where you need to dig. I would like to try to commune with nature to see if I could figure out where the opening of the temple might be. Because the commune with nature gives me that. Remember, it kind of gives me an idea of the lay of the land. Give me an idea of the
Communing
shape of
with nature. Go ahead and roll first.
Okay, that's going to be a level 5 spell. Let's see. God dang it.
It's over 9,000.
Over 9,000. Big guy. Ooh, an 18.
Yeah, you're fine.
Perfect.
There is a chamber, and it's not actually as low down as you think. It looks like there is an opening about 20 feet below you.
I point down here and say there's an opening 20 feet down this way.
Okay, I will direct the Elemental, Rockier and Baron to dig that direction.
And you
I'm
do.
useful again. I'm useful again.
Nepentha, is there a better angle that we can use?
Yeah, I was gonna say she already woke up that morning as a miner.
Archaeologist.
Yeah, no, she's not Indiana Jones, I guess. And she does suggest an angle of approach that results in the least amount of backfill causing difficulties. She does instruct you where to have the earth elementals put supports to keep the passage safe. And by the end of it, you are done. So probably within a couple hours, you've got a strong, steady, kind of 15-foot wide path leading in.
I have to go outside and check my sump pumps. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. Well, suppose this is it. Nelmar starts walking forward.
pumps, Yankee Northerner. Some pumps. Just kidding. And you walk in, and there you see before you what appears to be an odd shrine shaped like a cat. A large stone cat sitting with a somewhat proud posture in this odd cave of hardened sand turning to sandstone with a small, what appears to be spring bubbling up in the middle. And then...
Is there water in the spring?
Yeah, there's water in the spring. You probably sensed that in your
Nice.
Sensei commune thing.
Yeah.
And then the cat's eyes open.
Oh shit.
Ah. Good
Uh-oh.
afternoon.
Something stinks in here.
Who are you to disturb my slumber?
I am
Who are
Elmar
you
Dig-
that come before me? By the way, the voice is kind of booming and sand falls from the ceiling a bit as it speaks.
Greetings. I am Elmar Dagrin. I am looking for I need the name again.
Onsul?
Yes. I am looking for the captain Onsu of the ship.
Yes, I know what it would be that you would seek, for it is what I possess.
Very well. What would be required for me to pass then?
What offering do you bring to the Sphinx?
That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm like, what do I have? What is it that the Sphinx requires?
An excellent question. What is it that a Sphinx requires? To play a game. Are you willing to play a game, a battle of wits with me?
Very well.
Then I propose a contest of riddles. If you are correct, I shall point you to the path of what it is you seek. And if you lose, rest here forever with me.
Very well.
All of us or just him?
Pick a participant amongst your group. None others may speak to help.
So just him. Good luck,
Very
Elmar.
well. I am the participant.
What, you're gonna go with the guy with the highest intelligence? That's smart.
Mm,
Yeah, let's go with the gnome that spent 10 days out in the desert.
Let's go with the
Figuring
low.
out how to break up on our
I like this.
That's the curious.
Should
What's
definitely have nominated Roroth.
What question can you never answer yes to?
What question you never answered yes to?
We really don't. Lynx, you were just told that you look adorable.
Bye.
Because your character looks adorable. Thank you, Sens. Thanks for hanging
Oh,
out.
thank you, Sinsley.
Lynx himself.
Well, you said Felicity looks adorable.
She does look adorable. I think she's very cute. Thank you. And I know the answer.
I mean, there's several.
I'm totally gonna let y'all confer. By the way, I'll give you an option. I'll let you roll checks, which is lame, or I'll let y'all confer.
There's
Actually,
1,000
wait, I got an idea.
people at the same time.
If you can't figure out the answer, you can burn an inspiration to have someone tell it to you, and if you know the answer, you can use your inspiration to tell it to Lev. How's that? No, you're perfectly fine, Sins. We encourage audience participation.
Most definitely.
We're all a little ADD here, so.
We really are. Our games are fun. Okay.
So what was the riddle again?
What question can you never answer yes to?
A question that isn't a yes or no question. or one in which you are unable to actually answer.
Are we allowed to talk, or?
I said you have to burn an inspiration point if you're gonna help. So
Okay.
no verbal masturbating unless unless
I thought you said you were going to allow us to confer. I missed that.
yeah,
whole
but then
part.
I changed it.
By your chat. I was
that's
distracted
fair.
by your
That's
chat.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
That's why I asked. So
That's
I'm
fair,
the one
that's
who
fair.
will-
So if Lev can burn an inspiration to phone a friend, or you guys can burn an inspiration to tell the answer if you're confident. So
Well, I'm gonna burn an inspiration to phone a friend because I have no idea.
so all of you can talk since
My
he's burning
character
his.
may.
Okay.
But the player has no idea.
Yeah.
An unanswered question.
I'm back.
No, what?
Oh, an unasked question. Sorry, an unasked question. If the question is never asked, you can never answer yes to it.
I mean,
I like it.
that's a pretty good answer.
It is.
All right. So you answer an unasked question.
Yes.
Avoid a Kahootek. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome everybody. We are on. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are on session 32.
What?
Sorry,
32?
we're on.
It's down in your stream title. What are you talking about?
We're on hour. Sorry, we're on hour. I was gonna say hour 5.
Hour 5.
No, it's
No,
hour 4.
4.
It's not even
4.
that. You are correct.
Yay!
Well
Hooray.
done.
Survey says.
Ding 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 ding.
What was the top answer?
The funny one is there was that particular riddle I came across had multiple answers. The dumbest one was, "Are you asleep?" Technically, it's true because you're asleep at the time. But
Well, so "Are you dead?" came to mind, but then I was like, "But this is D&D.
this is
I could
D&D,
be
right?
To dead."
Fair, and also to be
And
fair,
Penny could ask
Sphinx
that
did
question
not-
and it would say yes.
the
All right.
Sphinx did not say anything about it needing to be a true answer.
Are you
It's true.
are you
That is true.
prepared for my next riddle? She didn't actually say anything about answers. She said you're playing a game of riddles. Are you prepared for the next riddle?
I am.
What is so fragile that saying its name breaks it?
Oh.
By the way, these progress in difficulty. Really, that's easier to
This
do?
one's easier than the first
This
one.
one's easy.
Okay.
Can we get audience participation here?
Yeah.
Sassy knows. Hold on, Lev, you can't look at chat right now, okay? No looking at chat, Lev. I trust you.
I'll minimize chat. I know the answer to this one, but I'll
Let's see
minimize
if
chat.
Sphinx knows.
Sass,
No,
no, you're
you're
perfectly
fine.
fine, Sassy. Go ahead and put your answers in chat.
There are no.
Oh no, you're perfectly fine. There are no rules. We're yeah, perfect. You guys are exactly right. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, Lev, go ahead and
Yeah.
give us the answer.
The answer is silence.
Bravo. It's funny because supposedly that's harder on the website that I pulled all my riddles from.
That one's yeah. I like that one. That's a nice one.
All right. And for my Yeah, right? Yeah, easier. For my final riddle, I have lakes with no water, mountains with no stone, cities with no buildings. What am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was the
Chat-
easiest
chat's
one to
got
me.
it.
Good job, chat. Good job, chat. 1,000 XP for everyone in chat. No, but does Lev get it though? Don't make him feel bad. He might not have it yet. Lev.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Can you
Yes, the Sphinx in the ancient caves and television.
Hey, how come I don't see a map with the Sphinx on it? Huh? Huh?
Guys.
Wait a moment.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, we need to have something on screen showing the Sphinx here.
Yeah, we should have found a Sphinx figurine. I actually did look and I couldn't find one. But...
I thought you were gonna ask, what have I got?
Scott's in
so
my
in my
pockets. You don't have pockets. That's right, because this dress
The
doesn't have
reason,
any.
the reason there's not a map with Sphinx on it right now is because we haven't yet failed and had to.
They can't hear me right now. They're all saying map on purpose right now to try to jog them. This is so
Is there
obvious.
desert grid prepped as of yet?
You guys are so
Oh,
transparent.
it's red. It's just not there.
You guys
Anyways,
are thorough.
Please repeat the riddle.
What was Lev,
Who
what did
are
say?
you? Who are you asking to help you?
I'm
No,
asking
he said please repeat the
the
riddle.
riddle.
Oh, repeat the riddle. Sassy, thank you very much for the follow. You rock. I have lakes with no water, mountains with no stone, and cities with no buildings. What am I?
You are a map.
I told my stream that you guys were being so dumb, saying the word map like 1,000. Where's the map of the Sphinx room? You need a map here with a big map. A map right here.
Sorry.
You pricks. You are correct. I am quite proud if you would like to come play riddles with me again sometime. It would be a pleasure. And with that, the Sphinx lowers her head and turns to stone with her mouth open.
What has it got in its pockets?
And the Sphinx turns into... I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. And its mouth opens and it's...
1 second.
Sure. Dee-dee. Kinky, right?
What has it got?
It's been a while. Come on. Give me the rock and pull.
Oh
Come
my
on.
god.
Come on, Gollum.
No, that's like super loud and it's the middle of the night and I don't really feel.
The rock and pull. He's nice and cool.
That's pretty good. You got a pretty good one.
I have been working on all of it.
The fish is juicy sweet.
There's a reason his picture of my cell phone is Gollum. Shit cracks me up so good. So yes, it lowers its head down. Seems to almost grow. And its mouth is an entrance to a cave. Its teeth, stalactites and stalagmites and not bone. Truly a creature of stone now.
That's
Was-
not for
Was it ever real?
Belisarius looks around at the party. Who's going first?
I'm the bag that's loaded up with things and knickknacks to anything you might need.
We're
I've got
literally
inside
going
for
to
you.
the realm of the dead, Belisarius.
Bag of holding?
What
Is that a
could
bag
you
of holding riddle?
Elmar
What,
walks
sorry,
in.
what can I possibly what?
I
Could
follow.
possibly be worried about? And she follows Elmar
It's
in.
it's a thick
Oh,
boy.
well, certainly not undead.
This is a subspecies of sphinx called chonkers. This is a chonker sphinx.
I follow.
Oh, it's too good. Riddles always
Where's-
amuse me in D&D games. It's like you could either spend 45 minutes and then end the night with people hating each other because the riddle was stupid, obtuse, or off. I still remember some of the first like puzzle traps I did, and I'm sure you guys do too. But at least Lynx and Crystal I do, and they were just like so obtuse. But to you, they seem obvious, but to everyone else, they're like, "What the?" Oh, it's the backpack song from Dora the Explorer. I'm chat singing it for Sassy. Nice, very nice.
So what am I guess I'm like, my crew has plenty of food left.
Yeah, I
on my ship.
imagine you have quite a bit of supplies. We should get into it, but you should probably have like a bag of holding in there with all your with like
Yeah,
a year's worth
probably.
of food and drink. Lots
And then,
of drink.
yeah. All right, so I just
He has a
leave.
hold of holding.
A hold of
Wouldn't
holding.
that be amazing?
A hold.
Elmar, get on that. Get on that,
Oh,
Elmar.
a holding.
A hold of holding.
Oh,
So I
we
just
got old
let
Felicity over
Vader
there.
know that we might be a few days, possibly months.
So
Hopefully
you're
not
you're
months.
running back out of the cave and say, "I gotta run down a Sphinx's throat. I'll be back in a bit."
Pretty much, and let the peg leg man wonder what the hell I'm talking about.
Being a parent, a plethora of knowledge.
I need for just a moment. I will let you know when you can turn it back on. I need you to hit B to blindfold yourself, please.
Ooh, do I count?
Ooh,
I'm
I
doing it
didn't
anyway.
realize
I
this was
want
a
a
thing.
surprise. Yeah.
Okay.
You can
the
see
only
in
reason
chat
I
if you
need
take it off, by the way. Thanks.
Yes, I can.
Blindfolded.
No, I was being a punk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't get me started on brain space wasted on songs. My curse is I memorize the lyrics to songs too easy. If I was a Dora the Explorer watcher, trust me, I would know it. I don't have children, but I have too many my own children's songs from my childhood memorized. So
Is it in your head now, Crows?
You are free to take the blindfold off.
Ah!
Ooh.
I unfortunately cannot put
Ooh.
more on the map and then shrink it. So
Oh,
I was like, all right, we're gonna have to use a blindfold.
I'm moving so slowly. I had to turn down the speed at which I can move in TTS because I have this nervous habit of spinning around in circles.
I can't seem to go fast enough in TTS, so you know.
Baby
Make sure is
shark,
everyone
do, 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 baby shark, do,
Baby
do,
Shark.
do, do, do,
Yeah, that my
baby
youngest is into Baby Shark.
Good night, Sass. Thanks for coming to hang out. Sleep
Bye.
well.
Yes. Lurk
Everyone
all you
here-
want. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
please.
Jar is not.
Who,
Okay.
what, where? Jim
Who?
Jar's not?
Jim Jar's
Jar's
not
not
here. Yeah.
Jim Jar's not here, man.
Laters. Have a great night, dude. Thank you so much. Into the belly of the Sphinx we go.
So Elmar definitely walked in first, but I guess very quickly people started pushing past him.
Right.
And
I'll
Felicity
unlock
is
people
our
so you guys can
character
put yourself where you want to be placed.
Yeah.
Where is my brother? I am right next to you. That's where I belong. I need your minions a different color. I know they're your minions, but it's just like I can never tell who they are.
And Felicity takes a very uncharacteristic position in the back.
I'll be right back. Speaking of kids.
Oh, speaking of Felicity, yeah, there you go. There's a big one over there that needs updating too.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Pictures.
All right. So you guys walk in to the mouth of the Sphinx and end up in a very dirty, dusty cavern. The cavern doesn't seem to have seen anybody, any passersby, any travelers in who knows how long. Across from you, you see a sarcophagus
I'll have
embedded
to check
into
that
the
out,
wall.
Sins.
To your right, you see more sarcophagus. and to your left, you see a couple sarcophagus embedded into the wall, and then a tunnel that leads into the darkness beyond.
If it's really dusty, I'll probably pull my Shimiga over my mouth just to kind of
Is there room
help be a
for
filter.
Elegon down here?
I will say yes, and I will get you an Elegon mini. One moment, please.
And the second question is there still room for me to be mounted?
Mounted? Probably not.
Okay.
You probably would have had to actually dismount in order to.
In order to enter the cave. Yeah, I kind of figured. There
you go.
I like this better because realistically, Kiri would have probably still been following Gailmar because she's not in.
Yeah, we set this up in Tabletop
mode at the
Simulator.
moment. She's just kind of
And Tabletop Simulator
following
works.
along.
It's free, first off, but we use a mixture of this and like Google Docs and
Elmar kind of looks
spreadsheets,
around.
so that we don't have to pay a bunch of money for some of the cost services. Don't get me wrong, D&D
Perhaps
Beyond would be
watch the
amazing, but I'm not paying
sarcophagi. I
$300
don't
for books.
Sense anything?
So we spend a lot of time trying to set this up, make it look cool.
This is very odd.
I am
That's how
Xerak, of
interesting.
course. Lev is the
Oh.
one who's kind of taking point right now. We
guess it
co-DM. I
makes
just didn't want
sense
that to be
that
confusing for anyone if they're wondering why all of a sudden
The
he's running the
boat
game.
to the
We co-DM
be
this.
another place of
So
death.
this is his portion of the DMing. So
Mm.
I'm gonna unmute
Wait,
so they
that
can
is
hear
where
me.
we're going, right?
Is it an actual boat?
From what I understand, yes, it is.
Should-
Not like a
does-
metaphorical boat.
Not a metaphorical, or like a coffin with an oar?
Coffin with an oar.
Thank you.
Is
That
dangerous? Should Pen or I take point?
This is an excellent
I go
point.
into every scenario thinking that it's dangerous.
My brother got in front of me. I am now in front of my brother. I am searching for
Okay, go-
traps.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Can we get a die roller thingy over here? Because I move slower
The
than
cavern
shit.
moves on to the left, right? This like all this
Yes.
portion to the right is kind of like
It moved on to the left. It's just dark.
So I'm gonna move over here then.
So you
And
said
I'll start-
a perception.
Whoa. Never mind, that was me.
Same.
Just this is my reminder for I have alertness.
Yep.
Perception check. I do not have advantage. That is a 27. 27. Now, how long has my camera been off? That explains why I have so
For a
many
while.
viewers. They can't see how ugly I am. Just kidding. I'm fucking sexy.
I have no
I know.
idea.
I'm trying to be sexy. And that's unsexy.
There
Okay.
it is.
I was a little turned on.
Well, as long
Okay.
as you are.
When the camera was off.
So, Nepentha,
Yes.
you look around.
Mhm.
You don't actually.
Just lost a viewer.
Don't give me
From what-
anxiety.
From what you see, you do not see any traps. You do kind of wander over to where the sarcophagi are, and they appear just to be ancient grave markers. The
Can I lean over one and go, psst? Psst, are you in there?
hold on.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, everybody. I started.
The generator. That
Side note, just as a reminder, I'm sure you remember, but most of us can see 60 feet in the darkness, and Roroth can see 120 feet.
As
Yep.
can I.
That's why I'm. As soon as you move over there, I'm gonna do something. I'm just dealing with the independent perception first.
Sorry.
What do you want?
Lovely. All right.
We're looking for a stone that's supposed to summon a ship.
It is beyond.
Rest well. Sorry to have disturbed you.
2.
Translation: Get the fuck out my face.
Yeah, I know. I read it. I self-played it. All right. He says it's beyond.
Okay.
That wasn't useful,
Beyond-
but
beyond
yeah,
what?
no, I wasn't going to ask clarification questions. Pin is like,
You were supposed to be like,
let me be in character. He didn't seem like he wanted to communicate, and I thought at best he stayed inside his coffin for now. So.
Yes, that's a good thing. Good thoughts.
what's the matter, Felicity?
Shall we move along then?
So Kiri, and I guess Kiri and Nepentha, as you kind of move into the chamber does open up. You can see a light beam coming from the ceiling. It almost looks like this is kind of where the center of that obelisk truly is. But that light beam comes down. It does shed light. Strangely enough, though, from where you see the light, it does get almost supernaturally dark towards where Pen is standing, and then the light, the brightness does pick up. So like the shadows is exactly how it really does look.
So right in
To
front of me, it
the-
gets really dark, and then it gets bright again.
It does. And as where you're standing right there, you do look up to the side. You do look to the right and to the left, and you can see what appear to be they're giant statues. They stand close to 17 feet tall. They have about 6 arms each, all wielding scimitars. But they're motionless.
Well, I would hope a statue would be motionless. This is the way I prefer my statuary.
There be another figure on the board.
How many people said for now?
What do you
Right.
mean another figure?
Rin.
Yes. Sorry, this was planned. This was prepped before the Rin thing was going to happen. Rin, however, is a non-combatant for the most part.
I mean, unless something annoys
I
her.
was gonna say, something could attack her.
Yeah. This.
What the fuck does
not really set up for a foray into the realm of the undead?
Not the undead, the dead.
Oh, sorry, the dead.
You know,
Why-
maybe I should go in first and see if I get attacked.
Well, Elmar, do you see anything unusual about these statues? Actually,
Elmar looks up at the statues. And hold on one moment.
Pen turns towards Kiri and says, "Look, real talk. We all know we're getting jumped by statues here."
Aside from the one that
But
at
that's
me?
literally Pen.
Nepentha,
Yeah.
the statue looked at Aelmar as Aelmar looked at it.
Nice.
which one?
Let's go ahead and put a couple statues on the board, and hopefully you can see them.
Real talk.
That's what she says, though. Real talk. We all know these statues are attacking us, right?
So this is the one that Aelmar looked at. That is.
It's
looking at-
it's that close to us?
I'm sorry, I thought those gray pillars.
Yeah,
on the
that's what I
board-
thought
Yeah,
too.
I was
Fuck me.
confused.
They're right next to us.
Over here.
I did say when you were right here,
You
to the
No.
right and to the left, right in the dark area.
you did. He did. I guess I didn't quite understand it.
Didn't want to put tokens out because it would just make it.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna
it said
ask.
in the
I'm
dark
gonna
area,
ask the
that's why I
statue if
thought-
we're allowed to enter.
Okay,
Does it answer?
does not. It's not its turn yet.
Oh shit.
Are we in initiative then?
Feel like we should be.
maybe Nepentha is first. I don't know. And that's the question.
Man, now if I attack it and it's not gonna attack us. I'm the bad guy. But if I don't get the drop on it, and I don't get the sneak attack.
I look
and
over
annihilate
it. I look over at Penn and I say, "Oh no, fuck."
Oh no, fuck.
Okay, let's see. Gods, stupid gods.
Oh no,
Let's
fuck is my
try
favorite spell you've ever
not-
cast.
Let's try not to push any things any farther than we have to. Even though Kiri really wants to preemptively attack them as well.
All right, we are but humble pilgrims and supplicants coming to the great temple. Please
That's
do
very
not
good.
strike us.
Listen.
That's why it's honest. If it was convincing, it would be opposed.
Yeah, Felicity will. You know what? This will actually, hopefully, do something. Felicity's like, yeah, we're just honest, nice people, and she's gonna back off.
Okay, so as you back off, the thing strikes at you.
Okay, there. They're evil. Hit. Or at least they're trying to attack us.
Well, you're a coward. Maybe they strike cowards.
That's true.
What the hell is this thing? I'm trying to understand what I'm looking at with this thing.
Okay, then.
Is this a mecha minotaur or something? What is the red
Kinda.
thing? What is it?
So
It's,
above that,
Right?
Felicity,
Uh huh.
you are going to take
What did it roll?
natural 20.
oh my god.
And
Oh,
I will reactively shield Felicity.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
yeah, natural 20 always hits.
What range do you have to be to Felicity to do that? Yeah, it is an iron cow with a weird thing in his chest.
I was within.
I want to say it's 30. I'll go look again. I mean, it was only 10 feet away when it hit her, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine. But
Yeah.
For 19 points of damage.
Okay.
Get
Oh, that's it? Okay.
How much
right.
does it take off?
Huh?
Kiri's shield, does it take off damage?
yeah, it is 30 feet. I shield you for 13.
Alright, so 13 from 19 is 9, 8, 7, 6. I take 6.
8, 7.
Alright, and then since I know that it's actually attacking, I am going to use my action then to cast Bonfire. So on this square right here, I'm going to cast Create Bonfire, so it needs to make a dex save.
Okay. First, I need you to
Oh, yeah.
make a d20 check.
Right, this is a cantrip.
Okay.
Man, leading off with the big spells at the beginning.
It's a 9.
Okay. The spell succeeds.
Hooray! So it needs to make a dex save, 19.
Okay. It does not save.
Hooray! All right, it's going to take 3d8 fire damage, and it's going to take that every round that it stays within that square. So that's 12 points of fire damage.
Okay, and that is, we'll call that number 2.
Right, and yeah, what the hell? As a bonus action, she's going to click her heels together. Click! And activate her Boops O Speed.
I thought you were going to say there's no place like home.
There's no place like that.
Okay.
And that is her turn. And she'll say, yep, they're hitting me.
Kiri.
I knew we should have hit them first. And Kiri will
Okay,
do the
Kiri. It actually.
He's
Yeah,
not
this
left
one
a
here.
threatened square.
Yes, he did. That with the way that we're doing threatened
Yeah.
squares, he did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He misses.
Oh yeah, I did.
Let's see.
Oh man.
Okay.
What did I do? Like sneak attack.
Yeah,
Because
I will
that's a
just-
given.
That's all I do.
Concentrating.
It's not all you do.
Concentrate, Willow.
I
Anyway, young,
am
beautiful.
actually going to attack Guardian number 2.
Okay.
Since that's the one Felicity attacked, and that's probably the one that Penn's going to attack.
You got it.
Um, doo, doo, doo.
Hold on, I gotta read my assassin abilities really quick so I don't get them wrong for the 400th time.
That was the wrong die.
Oh,
I
roll the right
appreciate-
one.
And that is probably not going to hit. 16?
16 does not hit.
17?
17 does hit.
Oh, God. Okay. Alright. Part of this damage is radiant. Let me know if I need to split it out. That would be... Crap, what's my modifier again? $16 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna kind of lift the gauntlet and
What kind of damage is it? And it said 16. That's from your spear
right. So it's piercing.
and magical.
Piercing, yes, it is magic, and there's additional radiant damage, as I said before. So,
Yep.
like I said before, let me know if you need me to split that out.
I don't need radiant damage split out.
Okay. And so so then I will kind of out the protective aura around me. So anyone within 10 feet of me gets +2 to their AC.
Nice.
Nice.
I have +2 to my AC.
Mhm.
Yes, you do.
Hell yeah.
As does Roroth, Belisario, and Elegon. And you know what? Elegon is gonna attack Temple Guardian number 1. I have to actually look at what his attacks are. He hasn't done this in a while.
Stomping.
It is a
Kicking.
multi-attack. One who's in one. Oh,
Oh,
sad days.
no horn attack.
Ooh.
Is it just 2 hoof attacks then?
Yeah. One of these days we'll get Elegon a horn again. Probably with a regenerate spell cast by Felicity.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I forgot
so-
if we could do that.
Elegon.
Honestly, it just hasn't really come up as a thought. You didn't have the ability at the time, so.
Yeah. Just recently we obtained that ability.
For those of you just wondering what's going on, Kiri's mount is a unicorn who lost its horn in service of LaRue.
So
the
that's a
goddess
16
of
and a 17
unicorns.
16 and a 17 for damage or attack.
attack.
16 misses, 17 hits.
And hoof is 2d6 plus 4.
I think we've dialed in that AC on this one, boys.
Perhaps.
10 damage to Guardian number 1.
10 damage to Guardian number. Okay. Then the Temple Guardians. Kiri. Hi. You hit both of them. They both turn.
Well, technically, he only hit one. His horse hit the other one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, sorry. This one is going to hit you. This one's going to hit Elegon.
No.
All right. So on you. So from the onlooker's perspective, the 6-armed statue that has scimitars in each hand goes full on Ginsu on Kiri.
Oh,
And
Yikes.
Oh, nice.
All right,
Pretty good
so
rolls there.
the 30 is gonna hit.
glamour bards are dope. Yeah.
Don't say that quickly now. It is possible for me to get 30.
All right, so does the 30 hit?
Yeah.
So the 13 is, or the
3 of them will hit, I think.
What's your AC right now? 26.
Yeah, it's 26. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 26 just barely hits.
and you
You have a bird with the same name as Kiri. Nice. Oh, a bird or a bard? Kiri's
Yeah,
a
so
good
3 of
good name
them-
for a bard
3 of
and a
them hit.
paladin
All right, so we're
And
gonna
a bird.
and a bird for that matter. Right? Kyrie. Sorry, I'm not gonna do Gregorian chant.
No? It's so soothing.
Burb? It literally is a burb.
So-
Nice.
take 3 individual hits for a total of 38 points of damage.
Ow.
Mm. Stings a bit.
That sucks. That's
On
ru- that's-
Elegon, actually, yeah, on Elegon,
Dude,
This
you're
is
gonna
really
you're gonna lose your freaking mount tonight.
what is Elegon's AC?
Not nearly high enough. Actually, some of them may have missed since it rolled like shit.
Are we fighting like a Hecaton share? Which is the
I had
worst
given
epic
him-
creature
what,
to
his
fight.
Barding was breastplate. Is that right?
Correct.
Is that 16? Wait, but Dex counts for breastplate, right?
Up to plus
2 of them,
3.
yes.
3?
Yeah, up to a +2. Yeah. So his AC is 18. So
This is what I get for playing that fucking Pathfinder game.
Holy shit! Only 2 of them hit. Thank God for your low rolls. Yeah, his AC is 18.
Breastplate is
Yeah.
14, not 16.
Oh, is it 14? So AC 16, so 3 of them hit. Blech. He's gonna be hurting.
What's
I
the...
will.
I could just
shield-
resurrect the unicorn if
I'll shield one of the hits on him.
Can you do that again?
Alright.
Oh, you had a turn. That's right.
Yeah, I had a turn, so.
All right. So the total
Sorry
It's
about the
going to
Streamlabs
be-
spam.
28.
God.
28 total damage.
What was the biggest hit?
The biggest one was 10.
Okay, so I absorbed that one entirely, which means that 1 point of my absorption does not get used. So you said total was 28,
Yep.
and after shielding, it's 18. That wasn't so bad.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
That is the 2 things.
That's an awesome
After
bird.
them is Aelmar. Aelmar is
Point of order.
Hmm?
The Temple Guardian number 2 is still in the bonfire, so he takes an additional 3d8 points of damage.
okay.
It's tr-
Perfect.
it's-
Go ahead
it's
and roll
true.
it. Actually, is it a deck save?
Yes, it takes a deck save. Sorry, yes.
Is it a deck save on its turn as well,
Yes.
or is it just when
The
it starts
creature
its
must
turn?
also make the
Dex
saving
save.
throw when it moves into the
Mhm.
bonfire space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn
Or
there.
ends.
It does not
Okay.
succeed.
Okay,
So
so it
because
takes
cantrip-
another 21 points of
Yeah.
fire damage.
Nice.
That's-
5e
Says-
really did nice.
I'm not gonna
on
lie, that's a
cantrip.
beefy cantrip. I was making
Was
fun
that a
of
good spell?
links in my head, and now I'm like, that was a good idea.
No. 5e actually fixed cantrips.
Yeah.
All right. Aelmar is going to.
I keep bouncing between spreadsheets, and it's giving me a migraine.
I know, I had to
Aelmar
shift
is
to
going-
the stream.
I swear it needs a dark mode.
Yeah, I know. It's so bright.
Yes, it does. Aelmar is going to cast the Screaming Skull. So he's going to start throwing Screaming Skulls at the things and hope it works.
It's like freaking Google Books doesn't have dark mode on the PC app or on the browser app, only on the Android
No.
app.
Yeah, you can get like an extension, but the extension's terrible.
Yeah, and it's terrible. And the thing is, I keep wanting to read on my Surface, and I can't. It's too bright. It hurts my eyes.
For. Is that one?
Right?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Here's a little show and tell for you, stream. That's the folder with all the various Google Docs in here, including the public
Spam
folder
in.
you guys have access to.
Plus 1/6. Temple Guardian 2 is Crumbly.
And that's not even the DM
Crumbly?
stuff.
All right, so after Aelmar is Roroth.
Or lots of grid people.
Roroth will hex number 2. Kiri forgot that he's the same thing.
Not exactly the same thing. Mine's a
We're
different.
we're the same. We even have the
We're,
same
we're
ideology.
the,
No,
we're
no,
the
no, no.
same.
You have Musk. He doesn't,
That's true.
or she doesn't.
She's shiny. And then I'm going to swing. I totally forgot how to do this.
You
The,
roll the
the
die.
D20.
Birdie
Roroth is
flies.
musky and Kiri glistens.
I can't move my birdie, but he flies in and helps me, so I get advantage.
The glistening Curiel.
Um,
Sounds like a...
I,
3 hit,
Does a what?
23, which is yes.
Yeah,
Second attack.
both those hit. Or that was advantage. Sorry, that was one attack.
And 22 hits.
Yep.
Belisario, you're on deck, just FYI.
11 damage. That's so it was 11. Hold on. Whoa, go away. I don't remember how much. Oh. 42 damage.
Holy crap.
nice.
So that statue is full on Crumbly.
And now your owl is incinerated by the 3d8
And
fire
now
damage.
is incinerated by the fire damage.
Oh.
Why is my owl incinerated? He
Wait,
went
how
5
tall
over
is the roof in here? Yeah.
Now you probably your thing is probably in.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Not to mention it's probably above the fire. It's only 5 foot square.
Belisario.
And I'm
Well-
going to bed because I'm exhausted and it's 3 o'clock here. So
It
Right,
is.
dude.
Bye,
I'll
dude.
talk to you guys later.
Jeez.
Good
I
night.
take a step in, and I will use Booming Blade with my Maul. Don't ask me why it's not Booming Maul.
Call it Booming Maul.
Booming Maul. I feel like I'm supposed to roll like bonus die, but
See this? This
So it's
is my
30.
boomstick.
The hits.
and then it is 2d. Hang on, I need to count. I get 2d8 extra damage from booming Maul blade, whatever. Just flat, not if it moves. And then I have a class ability to do an additional 1d8 thunder once per turn.
Okay.
I forget what it's called. It's in the Divine Strike.
Gormora.
Yep. No, Divine Strike is
okay.
a cleric one. And actually it goes up to 2d8 next level. So that's 3d8 plus 2d6. I feel like there's something else that I'm missing.
Don't you have like some lightning max damage ability, or is that
I
something
do,
different?
but I don't want to use it because it uses my channel divinity. Okay, so that's 20 points of damage.
Holy weapon.
Plus your strength.
Holy, I didn't
Look
cast holy weapon.
look under your picture. You've got all this +9 radiant.
Yeah,
D8
it's holy weapon. It's holy weapon. Yeah, and then +7, so that was 27, and then I will use my storm aura ability, dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw, because they are so fantastic at these. Nope.
Oh, not at all.
Big statue slow.
Big statue slow.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so I
yeah.
get to do an extra 2d6 points of lightning damage as my bonus.
Okay.
So another 5 points damage.
Okay. After Belisario is Nepentha.
So, looking at the statue, on my last turn, I said, we're but pilgrims seeking entrance into the temple. And then it attacked Felicity and was subsequently destroyed. So I look at the pile of rubble and I say, thank you. And I look around the room. What's in there?
It appears to be a spot to do some sort of something in the middle. Perhaps
Cool.
a ritual of some kind.
Cool. I'm gonna throw a ranged sneak attack at Temple Guardian number 1.
Okay.
There is a person within 5 foot, so I'm just gonna roll me an attack roll. I don't get advantage, right? Yeah. Okay.
You're welcome.
What can I say but you're welcome? I rolled a natural 20 on that. What can I say but I critted, and I'm gonna fuck you up right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just roll that first. Oh no, it's ranged sneak attack. That's all it does. There you go. 41 damage.
1 damage. All right. Plus 1.
I like how I walked. Sorry.
Is
go
it
ahead.
dust yet?
It is not dust yet, but it is well crumbly. I don't want to say well bloodied because it's a statue, but whatever.
Right.
Well crumbly, just like.
It just makes it sound like a delicious cookie.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right. I'm like hungry now. That will be it for my turn.
Felicity.
Alright, so I'll drop
Jeez.
concentration on that little bonfire. And, wait, no.
And
Go
put
on over
another
here.
little. Oh no, you're not gonna do another little bonfire. You're gonna let it take a swing at me?
No, I'm not done yet. I'm fast
Don't
now.
worry, it's
I
not gonna
clicked
come
my
up my turn.
boots. And then, yes, I am going to cast another bonfire, but first I need to see, can I cast another bonfire?
Roll me a d20.
Oh!
No, it does not work.
I go, pet. Oh no, guys!
Oh
no.
And Tamak's boon went boom.
It was bust. And that is my turn.
Okay. Kiri.
Lev, do they have resistance to necrotic?
No, don't.
Okay.
No?
Okay, because my ranged attack it counts as a necrotic strike. So.
I know.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
wondering.
that was
Maybe you should just be more distracting and maybe don't draw so much attention to yourself. Quit getting hit.
You talking to your horse?
Yeah.
Elgon will perform the help action on the Guardian to give me advantage on my first attack.
Axe.
Sad days. Okay. So the first one will hit. I guess let's just do damage. First one does 18 damage.
Statue crumbles.
Like, okay, that's better. No, I'll have him come up with me, I guess. Or
Aelmar
say-
kind of walks up. For Guardians, that was I was expecting more.
Maybe it's because this place is forgotten about. If the peoples no longer exist, maybe there's not much power left here.
Possible. These people seem
Oh, yeah,
fascinating. I'd
here's
love
one.
to
Did
study
Clary set up his
their
new
history or their
computer?
culture if there's anything left of
I don't
left
think so.
to study.
Thank you, Butters,
What?
for the sub. I appreciate it. Did Curie set up his new computer? No idea.
What's up, Butters?
Mid-process.
Felicity's just kind of looking at her
Taking
hand.
much longer than I thought.
So, with
Look-
that,
I'm sorry.
we will, I believe, call it there, right?
Yeah,
Just
I
on the top.
think we are gonna call it because Crows had to crash. So just quick updates before anyone runs away. Next week we'll be resuming the 8 o'clock to midnight schedule. That's Mountain Standard Time. Tonight was 9 to 1. It's 1:12 p.m. And if anyone's trying to figure out what time it is right now, where I am, so we'll be back to 8 to midnight. Sadly, Crows has to go back to normal schedule. So.
Yeah.
It was nice for the 2 sessions we had it.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Didn't
Yeah.
matter. I had to work tonight anyway.
Right, kind of threw it, but it's okay. We'll just keep working with it. But I want to say thank you to everyone for coming and hanging out. Sins, everyone who, Sassy for the follow. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. We super duper appreciate it. I'll let you guys go ahead and wrap up. I'm gonna go look for a stream for us to raid.
Sounds good.
So as we're wrapping up there, I will say, Ilmar, my magic did fail, so it's definitely not whole yet. But I did help.
That's not good.
Well, yes and no. Out of and Elmar kind of rattles off some numbers. Out of the X number of spells you cast so far, one has failed, which
It is true.
is
Just in case, though. Here. And I hand Felicity my wand of magic missiles.
Yay!
And then, and if you want any practice,
Night Sins. Sleep
know.
well.
swinging that quarterstaff of yours or something, I'd be happy to spar with you.
I would love the training.
All right, so I think we're gonna throw a raid real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up our session tonight. We are done.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and we're gonna do this. We're gonna throw a raid. We're gonna check out. I've not watched the stream, but it looks like they're in the middle of a campaign. I see some pirate ships, so it looks kind of cool. We're gonna
Okay.
throw a
Pirate
raid to
tail is good.
Lady AFK. So throw some emotes in chat. Let them know XerakPlays sent you over, and we'll go say hi and have some fun over there. You should be getting a countdown timer. You just click a button
Oh,
at the
it's a
top of
countdown.
chat. Yeah.
I only have a leave button, which is
Oh, okay. So
or
it's
does leave
automatic.
mean go raid.
No. I'm gonna click the button now. Let's go have some fun. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yay, we're raiding. Oh, hey, this is someone with a multi-camera stream. Cool.
nice.
Which Sane is hit by 2 of these and takes 16 damage.
Huh.
Ah,
This is cool.
that wasn't very cool, man.
Do I hear like the impact and like the panic when she gets struck?
A little bit.
I'll probably turn
He's
around.
still doing all right though.
Yeah, I'll just turn around really quickly and make sure she's not like getting fucked up.
Avast, ye
Hold
salty
your ground,
dogs.
Sane. I'll be but a moment.
All right, now that this initiative turn order is
This is fun.
over, Augustus, go ahead and throw your initiative roll in there. This is your round. As you strap on the last bit of your armor and get your sword ready.
Is this a
This looks like roll
Twitch
20.
extension that they're, or is it roll 20?
That's actually roll 20.
It looks like
Okay,
it looks like roll 20.
Yeah.
cool.
Like
I've,
in
that's-
mode.
I've only ever been on their forums. I've never actually used their tool set.
Yeah, I can tell from the camera thingy in the bottom and
So
the thing
did
on the right side.
they didn't acknowledge the raid at all, huh?
No.
Nope.
I mean, they're you know.
Like, you gotta be watching your Twitch chat if you're streaming, man.
I noticed the viewers dropped pretty dramatically right away.
Right. I rated them with 14 people.
So we're level 14 now, right? Just kidding.
Nope. It was a good session though.
Yeah.
My commercial still playing, or is it done yet?
I didn't.
Oh, I